everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So I posted a few videos earlier today, or actually it was yesterday. One was an unboxing video and the other was new releases for my October budget kit for my Etsy shop, Morey June Designs. So I posted those up yesterday and I've already had a bunch of you guys comment welcoming me back, so thank you so much for that. It's very much appreciated. So I thought I'd go into a little bit of detail here about where I've been for the last 2 or 3 months. So I think it was like the 3rd week of May, my mom actually got in a really bad car accident, and she was actually in the hospital for a few months. And so I spent basically the majority of my summer there at the hospital with her while she recovered. She had numerous surgeries, and it was just a really bad deal. So all of my YouTube, my Etsy, everything, my whole life kind of was turned upside down. So everything got put on the back burner, including my debt payoff and my snowball and everything. I still have my full-time job that I have had, and they were very understanding and very cooperative in working with me. But I took a lot of the time unpaid that I was with my mom, so I used a lot of my savings, and really sad to say, I even had to use some credit cards just to kind of get by throughout the summer. So I do have a lot of updates with my debt and where I'm at with my debt, which I will have more videos coming out with debt updates and income updates and my September budget and all that fun stuff, all the different things. I'll have that coming up, but I just wanted to let you guys know, because the things that you'll see that I'm putting aside money for now for my bills and my expenses and whatnot are probably a little different than they were when I left off a few months ago. So without further ado, we will jump right in here. Today is Friday, September 6th, so I am going to start today with a cash envelope stuffing video. And those are my favorite videos to watch, and I know they're one of your guys' favorite videos to watch as well. So this will be a fun video to kind of jump right into coming back with. Now, since I have been kind of, everything's been on hold, I did not do a September envelope kit, so I just went back to the stickers. So you guys will have to hang in there with me for September, and then we'll go back to October with sticker kits, which I do have up in my Etsy shop right now. I have the October sticker kits as well as the envelope kits up there. If you're interested, you can check that out. The link is in the description below. But we're just going to go ahead and get started here. I say this every time, but these amounts that I am writing down are a weekly amount. So I get paid weekly, and I kind of have my budgeting set up to where I take out amounts. So like if one bill is $100 a month, I separate it out so that I take out $25 for that bill every week, and then by the time the bill is due, I have that full $100. I do have a video on that, which I will post up in the iCard up here if anybody wanted to check that out. But we are going to start. So I'm going to back up here. If you guys can read this, I am going to list out my debt, my bills, my expenses, my sinking funds, and then my income for the week. And then we will figure out down here what the total bills are, what the total income was, and then how much I'm going to be able to put towards my debt snowball. So we will get started here. My first debt that I'm going to do is going to be Capital One. So the weekly amount for my Capital One credit card is $42.50. The second one is Kohl's. Now this is one that I had paid off, and unfortunately school obviously came up and my kids needed school supplies and school clothes, so because I didn't really have that money set aside because I had used it, you know, during the time my mom was in the hospital and whatnot, I unfortunately had to use that credit card. So, but we're going to now work back at getting that one paid off again. So the weekly amount for that one is $9. Next is PayPal. This is another one that I had paid off, but same situation as Kohl's. So, oh, and I wrote the wrong amount and went down. This one is $18.50 for the weekly amount. Next is Apple. I've had this one, so this is nothing new. Apple is $9 also. And then, trying to look at my list here. Oh, my car. This is also nothing new. It is a high car payment, $153 a week, $612 a month. It is what it is. And then the last one is a loan that I have, and the weekly amount is $76.25. Alright, so I am going to find what color I want to use. We'll use this one. And I'm going to total these up here. So we have $42.50, $9, $18.50, $9, $153, and 76. Did the wrong thing. Start over. 9, 18.50, 9, 153, and 76.25. So we have $308.25. So 308.25 is my debt total for the week. So it'll be really exciting when, hopefully in a year or two, when I am completely debt-free and I will be $308.25 a week richer. So that is definitely something to look forward to. And my battery light is flashing at me, so if this cuts out, I will grab a new battery and we will come back to this. So the next one I'm going to do is bills. So I'm going to start with Hulu, which is what we use for our TV service. And I have the Hulu Live, so it's $49 a month. So that one I do $12.25 per week. Next is my car insurance. That one is $27 for the week. Next is Verizon, which is obviously cell phone. And you guys are going to think this is crazy. It's only $5 right now. We actually switched from a regular data plan, I think it was 8 gigabytes, to the unlimited plan, and it actually made our bill decrease by like $50 a month, and we have more data. But for some reason they prorated it and whatnot, so this next month our bill is only like 20 some odd dollars, and then the following month it'll be the normal, and I think it was like 110 or something. So and that's for 2 phones. So that is pretty awesome to have $5 as the weekly amount for Verizon for a little bit. The next one is my daughter's tumbling. She actually starts back up next week with her tumbling classes. She's been out for the summer. So that's $31.25. And then school, this is for my kids' school. They actually go to a private Catholic school. So this is just part of the tuition. And I've already paid a bunch of it, so this is just what's left over that I'm kind of breaking out throughout the year, or breaking down throughout the year. So it's $17.50. And then the last one is rent. So I have started paying a little bit of rent, and that is whoa, no, 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 that's my monthly amount. And I don't have my whiteout. It is $50. So we're going to get these totaled up here. Alright, so we have $12.25, $27, $5, $31.25, $17.50, and $50. So $143 for the bills portion. Alright, so next is expenses. People consider expenses different things. Maybe some people consider expenses like your rent, your water, electric, blah blah blah, all that stuff. But me, for my expenses, these are just the things that I take out every week in cash for my envelopes for the following week. So the first one is gas. So gas is a cash envelope I have. And that one I do $40 a week. The next one is groceries. And this one is going to get $80. And the last one is spending. And this one gets $60. So those are just my 3 expense cash envelopes that I have to use throughout the week. So that total is $180, if my math is right. Okay, so now we're going to move up to sinking funds. And I do not have as many sinking funds as I did when I left off back in May, just because I found that a lot of the stuff like personal care items and whatnot, I can just use my spending expense cash envelope. As I was seeming to have money left over, so I kind of limited my cash or my sinking funds, and also to help me get back on my debt-free journey so that I could have more money to put towards my debt snowball. So the first one is car maintenance, which is $10, and this takes care of like any oil changes as well as my registration every year that is due in June. The next one is kids. And this one gets $20. And then the last one is Christmas. And that also gets $20. And then we will total these up. So the sinking funds total is going to be $50. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I have all the bills written down here. I'm just going to total up all of my category totals so that we can put that here, and then we'll figure out what income we had for the week. So we have $308.25 plus $143 plus $180 plus $50. Let me make sure that's right. $308.25 plus $143 plus $180 plus $50. Yeah, so $681.25. Okay, and then for my income, now as I said, I have not done Etsy for the last few months and I have not done YouTube, so I have not been getting those variable incomes. So right now I'm just working off of my work income and then for my full-time job, and then also I have a part-time bookkeeping job that I do. So those are the only 2 incomes that I have had throughout the summer. So my debt snowball amount isn't as much as it was back in May, but now that I will get everything working back up again, this income should start to go up every week. So that will be nice. So let me just add the 2 together here. Okay, so $736 was my income for this week. So to figure out what we're going to put towards debt snowball, I'm just going to subtract those 2 from each other. So $54.75. So again, it's not something huge to put towards debt, but anybody that is doing a debt snowball knows that any amount counts, whether it's big or small. So it's definitely something. So I am going to get my envelopes ready, and then we will start to stuff my cash envelopes. So I will be right back. Alright, I got everything laid out here, so we will go ahead and start stuffing the envelopes. Now, some of you are familiar, I do sell these cash envelopes in my Etsy shop, and you can also get it with the transaction log on the back, which I just use a wet erase, a wet erase marker, and then you can use baby wipes to wipe them off, or I also just use the Erin Condren wipes, but baby wipes work also. So you can write the different categories on them and wipe them off and use them as different categories. And then a few of these I keep transaction logs on, so I always know how much is in here without actually having to take the money out and count it. So we will get started. I am going to start with gas, which is an expense. So I'm going to do $40. So as you see, this one is empty. So we will put $40 into my gas envelope, and that will be ready to use for the week. Next we're going to do groceries. So groceries is also sadly empty. Now the gas, groceries, and spending, I don't do expense trackers on the back. I just put, if I go to say the grocery store or the gas station or whatnot, I just put the receipt inside the envelope, and then when I am working on my expense tracker, that I'll use the envelopes for that. So I do not use the trackers on the back for those. But groceries gets 80, so we're at 50, 60, 70, and 80. So that one is full for the week. And then the last expense one is spending. Again, very empty, and spending gets 60. We'll fill that one. So those are the 3 expense envelopes. And then next are the sinking funds. So we'll start with car maintenance, and we're starting with a blank transaction log. So car maintenance, we're going to do 10. And then I am going to use my wet erase marker. We're going to write the date, which is the 6th. We're putting $10 in here. And so my total in this envelope as of right now is $10. And $10 doesn't seem like very much, but it's amazing when you start adding to it every week how fast it actually fills up. Okay, next is kids. So again, starting with the blank transaction log, we're putting $20 in. Kids is empty. And again, we're just going to fill out the back here. So we have 9, 6, adding 20. So my total in this envelope is $20. And then the one that actually has stuff in it still is Christmas. Now I have not filled this since May 17th, as you can see, and at that time there was $220. So let's first make sure that there is still. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 220. So there is. And then we're of course going to add 20 to it. So this one will now have $240. So we're going to do 9, 6, 20 added, and that puts it to 240. And this one I actually started filling in March 8th of 2019, so it's got to $240, and I even took about 3 months off. So like I said, it is amazing how fast it fills up. So I keep these 3, the spending, the groceries, and the gas, in my billfold with me, and then these 3 sinking funds I keep at home until I need them. So there you have it. That is all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this cash envelope stuffing video, and I am so happy to be back. Thank you for the warm welcome. I thoroughly appreciate it, and I love all of you guys. So thank you so much, and look forward for more budgeting videos coming up very soon. I will catch you guys later, and I hope you have a great weekend. Bye!